Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. This is the Unlock Your Blocks podcast, and my name is Elyssa Smith, and I am so ready to walk you through the steps to freedom from your self sabotage. Here's the tricky part: you might not even realize that you're sabotaging yourself. You might know I'm a procrastinator, I'm a perfectionist, I'm a people pleaser. You might know some of these things, but there are sneaky ways that sabotage can be sneaking in and getting you off course, getting you away from the things that you really want to be doing. The important stuff gets put on the back burner, the urgent stuff takes over, and we're second guessing ourselves the whole time and maybe talking really mean to ourselves in our head. Okay. So if that's you, you have found the right place. Today's episode is all about just introducing you to what you can expect from this podcast. I want to ask you a question. Are you the responsible daughter? Are you the one in the family who kind of keeps everyone else happy? A lot of times this is attributed to the oldest daughter, which, hi, welcome. I am the oldest daughter. Join my club if you're an oldest daughter. But this can actually also, this responsibility can fall on other daughters in the family. If you're the only child, or if you're the youngest, if you're one of the middle kids, it can happen to anyone. Don't let it happen to you. Just kidding. It's too late. So now that we are all the responsible daughter, we're the nice one, we're the one that kind of makes everyone else's burden a little bit easier. We end up as adults who our dreams get put on hold, and we end up being the ones that everyone counts on to be the glue and to be the helper and to be the helpful one, right? So if you end up being the one that puts everybody else's feelings above your own, puts everyone else's needs above your own, only to realize that yours got abandoned a long time ago, you are in such good company. That is exactly what we are going to be working through and talking about in this podcast. So we're going to cover everything from procrastination, perfectionism, people pleasing. I call them the 3 Ps. They travel in a pack, okay? And they often come with their fourth friend, imposter syndrome, and their fifth friend, negative self-talk. And if you're dealing with any of these, I just want you to know something right now off the bat as you're listening to this very first episode. It is not your fault. And these are not bad habits or personality traits, okay? These are coping mechanisms, and we're going to explore where they come from. It's very sneaky. You might think you know what started this all for you, or that it's just a part of who you are and how you perform best under pressure, maybe. It's not. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. That's what we're going to lay out in this podcast, is exactly what it is that's behind all of these behaviors and how you can get free of them. Because, girl, I'm telling you, you can get free. I remember the first day that I actually kind of looked up after all of the work I had done on myself, and I realized I was no longer waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I was no longer being so hateful to myself in my thoughts. I wasn't holding myself to this impossible standard anymore. Now, granted, that little voice in my head, yeah, she comes back. She likes to come and visit now and again. She likes to see, like, hey, do you need my help? Because that's what those are. Those are protector parts. Those are parts of us that think that we need their assistance. We're going to uncover all the reasons why in this podcast. We are going to look at the very, very simple brain hacks that you can start enacting as soon as you listen to these episodes that will change your life and help you feel better immediately. If you feel like you're treading water and you can never quite get ahead and you've just been watching time pass and your dreams aren't getting any closer, if you feel to-do list overwhelm and you know what to do, but you can't really force yourself to do it, you can't quite get to the steps that will make it happen, this is the place for you. In this podcast, we're going to explore how to reconnect with yourself, how to go back and find the dreamer that you used to be, and we're going to help you reclaim your peace, your capacity, and make your life exactly in the balance and joy that you really want and deserve. So we're going to discover all the hidden causes of the self-sabotage. We're going to talk about how to embody the practices on a daily basis that are actually going to improve your quality of life. It's really simple stuff that deals with the nervous system that will make everything really feel a lot easier and more peaceful and more full of hope. We're going to help you realign with your dreams and make a to-do list that's actually manageable. Imagine that, right? We're going to give you some everyday hacks and some ideas for long-term brain rewiring that are not going to be too much or too draining, because I think a lot of us kind of know, like, yeah, I just kind of have been putting off dealing with this emotional thing that I need to deal with because it's just going to be such a big undertaking. But I want to tell you, I want to reassure you, this can be simple. It's not always easy because we're going back in and working with protector parts of the brain, but it can be very simple and it's so hopeful. And the future and dreams that you're after and that light you up inside, those are just around the corner. So stay with us, grab a cup of tea, and I really hope that this helps you get you exactly where you want to be.